So here in Clovis, California, we came out to do a couple of projects here. One, the toilet was not shutting down all the way. That valve would not shut down. So we replaced it with a quarter-turn shut-off valve. It's straight from ProFlow, 5/8 OD by 3/8 OD, so it fits on copper stubbing out of the wall. So that's in, water's back on, it's all good. The toilet itself, the old one was a glacier base. It was not original to the home. Those are straight out of Home Depot, and they had tried to elevate it up off the floor. Reason being is the flange that it bolts to. We can see the one bolt there. That large ABS plastic flange on the floor was not glued down correctly. They left it way too high, which means this bowl bottoms out against that flange before it ever touches the floor. So it squishes all the wax out, and then it rocks because it's just sitting up on that flange. So what we've done, we've gone ahead and went over to, as opposed to trying to work on the old toilet, we're having issues with the toilet as well. So we went ahead and went over to Home Depot and got a Highline Classic, elongated bowl, comfort height. Prior to setting it back down in there, we did take and cut the soil pipe. There's a 4-inch soil pipe coming through the flange, sticking up about a 1/2 inch through the flange all the way around, which also is a conflict with the wax ring. So we cut that all out, gave us some new brass bolts, and went ahead and put a new flanged wax ring in there. And then prior to setting the toilet, you can see in the 4 points so far, one back there you can see the goop. That's just caulking to help hold that shim in place, hard plastic. We've got one right by the bolt to keep the bowl from cracking while we tighten down this bolt. We've got one right here in the front, not the front, but on the side front. One on the side front here, and then again, one by the bolt on this side, and those are critical. And then one more in the back right here. So you can see it's sitting way up off the ground, but there's nothing you can do with that. So when we get done, we've got it tightened down right now, and this bowl is tight. You can see that guy is not moving anywhere. So we're solid. We're not going to tighten it down anymore. Over tighten it and you snap that ABS flange down there. So once we get this put back together, we're going to take a nice big bead of caulking. It's going to be ugly, but it's the only way to caulk this back in with such a huge gap. And then we'll take another video when we're done. So we're all buttoned up in Clovis, California, and the toilet is sitting out. It's a Kohler Highline Classic, like I said, right out of Home Depot. And I got it caulked back in. You can see it's a substantial amount of caulking. Of course, we explained in the previous video, or the first portion of this video, that we need to shim this up pretty high because the flange is sitting high. So it's got 6 hard plastic shims all the way around, 2 at the bolts, 2 at the back, 2 at the front. And we've tested it. We flushed it multiple times, no leaking. Everything looks good. It's filling correctly. We got it set up for the 1.6. We got small children in the home, so they'll probably use every bit of the 1.6 gallon per flush. So outside of that, this installation is done.